Welcome, everyone. So, this was the last of the 5 games that was on Sunday, and this was pretty much a blow. I mean, it was a blowout. Let's not beat around the bush on it. I'm just feeling so sorry for Connecticut. They're, but they're not giving up. That says something. They've had such a rough time, and I haven't looked at the shooting percentage, but Minnesota was just steady Eddie around 25 points a quarter. It wasn't like it was they had huge quarters that just completely blew them out. It's just Connecticut didn't have, they had like 9-point quarters. I think the second quarter, let me look here. Yeah, the second quarter they had 9 points. So Minnesota scored 27, 23, 27, 25 for 102 points. Connecticut scored 17, 9, 15, and 22. That's just not going to win you any games. Let me look at their percentages. They shot 22% from 3, 4 for 18, and they shot 34% from the floor. Annesah Morrow shot 35%. Nelson Adota was 50%. Sonia Rivers was 3 for 8, 37. Yeah, there's a lot of 30s in here. Marshall came in late in the game. She got 4 points. There's not really much to tell here. Minnesota was, they were rolling right along. They had the biggest lead was 41 points. And Connecticut just had no answers for any of it. They just are not shooting good enough to win. Tina Charles was 1 for 6. So your leading scorer has 4 points. Nelson Adota had 10. Bria Hartley had 3. She was 1 for 8, 12%. 1 for 6 from 3. J.C. Sheldon, 7 points. She had 3 baskets. Annesah Morrow was she came in and she had like a solid game for herself. She had 16 points. Lindsay Allen played 18 minutes, no points, 3 assists. Jaylen Brown had a couple of nice shots, but she didn't. She's a really good shooter, and she just didn't take many shots. I mean, she attempted 4 and hit 2, and one of them was a 3-pointer. If they could set screens for her and get her open, I mean, she can shoot the 3 really, really nicely. But she was just running around a lot. Haley Peters had 5, and Marshall had 4. And that was pretty much it for Connecticut. They scored 63 points. Let's see. 14 turnovers, 14 assists, 27 rebounds. Morrow had 11 of those. So Morrow had a decent game for herself. And then we move over to Minnesota. It's just a litany of just, you're looking at these 60%, 60%, 60%, 64, 42, 37, 50%. Those are their shooting percentages. They're just not missing. They don't miss and you can't make a basket. It's real hard to win a game. Anyway, Collier had 23, Smith had 9, McBride had 20, Courtney Williams had 12, Shepard had 6, Heidemann had 10, and then people that they emptied the bench pretty much. And Koso had 6, Pilley had 5, Diamond Miller had a basket, and Maria, I can't pronounce her last name, Kolindikova, I believe it is. Anyway, she had a basket too. But overall, I don't know what Connecticut's going to do. They have to do so. I mean, this is going to be a really hard season for them if they don't make some improvements. And, I mean, Marina Mabrey come back. I mean, that's going to help. And they have young players, so, the young players will improve as the season goes on. But you go up against a team like Minnesota, and it's so we'll see if they can figure something out. And salvage this season somehow. Maybe their younger players will somehow find some connectivity and work together and end up making a season out of it. Otherwise, it's already brutal for them winning 2 games, but they're getting killed by a lot of teams. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't want to dwell on this one too much. Minnesota's really good, and Connecticut has a lot of work to do. So that's it for this one. We have the Commissioner's Cup coming up, and on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, I'm doing this on Monday, so that'll be tomorrow. That ought to be exciting. And then we got games coming up on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday. So we'll be right back at it. Okay, we'll see you next time.